Hello everybody, it's Max McAllister with another episode of Cycle with Max. This one we're going to talk about how to cool out your wheels. How to have good style points when you ride. So this one has actually not got anything to do with performance, but it is about having the cool etiquette and the cool look about your bike so that people know that you're in the know and that you know what you're doing. Uh, it really doesn't matter what your bike costs. There's a few things that you can do to make your wheels not show that you're a newbie or a beginner, and or that you just don't know what you're doing, that what the style faux pas are. A couple of things are where your tire is mounted. So anytime you've mounted or changed your tire, you want to be sure that any of the branding and logos of the tire are centered directly over the valve stem. So this is a huge sign that you're a terrible mechanic, or the guy that works on your bike is a terrible mechanic, if they will assemble your wheels so inattentively that your logo might be over here in relation to your valve stem. It's an attention to detail that just says that you've done a quality job working on your bike and shows people that you know what you're doing. A couple of other things you can do. These are all just, again, these are all cool and fun. Never ever ride with valve stem caps on a road bike. They're good for mountain bikes because they keep dirt and grit out, or cyclocross or gravel bikes. But for your road bike, let's face it, you're not riding through mud and gravel. So absolutely no need for these valve stem plastic caps. And you definitely want to remove the metal nuts, particularly if you have nice carbon wheels. The nuts just scratch up with the carbon, and they serve no purpose at all on a road wheel. And for those of you who are dietary conscious, that is 1/2 of a gram, and that's a full gram. So you can take 1.5 grams off your bike just by taking these and throwing them out. Now, and it's actually important because it's out near the edge of the rim, so that's where, if you can take weight off, it's best. Now, stickers. Stickers are just awful. So any stickers that just say, hey, I am just a noob. So look, I've got to work on this wheel. I've got to shift this logo over, right? This one didn't even come assembled properly, so I'm going to adjust that so that it looks right. So stickers. If you have a disc brake bike, Shimano disc brake rotors will have this orange tag on them. Your bike shop is almost certainly to be too lazy to take this tag off, and they're just going to leave these goofy orange tags hanging on your bike. And you don't want to ride down the road with goofy orange tags hanging off your bike. Not cool at all. All right, so orange tags got to go. Look around your rim for stickers or building code stuff. Like, this is stuff that the factory uses for manufacturing. This one says, this is a thing that calls out the size of the rim. We all know who cares what the size of the rim is? We know what it is. It's a 700C rim. This is a QR code. This looks awful. This is a really nice wheel, by the way. So nothing worse than the guy who has a $2,000 set of carbon wheels and then has a bunch of goofy stickers all over with warnings and such. So stickers, no good. Peel them off. You can use a little fingernail polish remover or something to get the glue off, or a little electrical contact cleaner. Just spray that, and if there's any glue residue left, just find it and wipe it off so your wheels are nice. All right, and then last and most famously is the dork disc, the plastic protector that comes behind your cassette. This actually does kind of serve a purpose, but nobody cool would be caught dead with one of these on their bike. So what it's intended to do is, if your chain were to derail off of the cassette in between the spokes, it'll kind of wedge up in there and get jammed. But again, that only happens if A, you're a bad mechanic or have a bad mechanic, B, you have banged your derailleur and bent it in some way while you were transporting your bike. But on an ordinary circumstance, this should never happen. So to remove it, you just have to take your cassette off. There's a couple of tools to do this. You can ask your bike shop to do it for you, and there's even a caveman way to do it. But there's a thing called a chain whip that you hold your cassette with that's been popular for 100 years. There's a new tool out now that's these kind of pliers that you grip your cassette with. And this just lets you hold your gears while you take a cassette removal tool, which fits basically every bike in the universe, and remove the nut that holds the cassette. And you can just lift your cassette off, take your Dork disc off of the spokes, and you'll just instantly feel better. I mean, this is so much better. Now, it is possible for, if you don't have access to tools to remove your cassette, for you to take a pair of wire cutters and just kind of nip at the plastic, nip and rip, so to speak, at the plastic until you're able to get it completely cut loose from your bike and just kind of pull it off. So once you've got that out of the way, your bike's going to look a lot better. So I'm just kind of standing here building a cassette while I'm talking to you. And so that should be it. Make sure your tires are mounted properly. You don't want valve stem nuts and valve stem caps for sure. That's no. And for sure, you got to take off your Dork disc. And if you do all those things, even if you have a $500 bike, you'll be cooler than the guy with the $10,000 bike who's riding around looking like he doesn't know how to make his bike cool. So there you go. Nice cool wheel and ready to ride. So anyway, those are just style points. These won't add any performance to you. So this is Max. If you like these videos, please share with your friends and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. All right.